to my YouTube channel. Now basically each episode I'm going to cover a physics topic and hopefully try and explain it in a simple and understandable way. Now some episodes are just going to be fun physics facts, but most I'm going to try and tie in to the current school curriculum. So when that's the case, I'm going to put the key stage in the episode title. Today I'm going to be covering one of the most basic equations in physics, but it is super key. And this is the speed equals distance over time equation. It's a pretty simple equation and most of you probably already know it, but I have a trick that can make it even simpler. And this cheeky trick is using a triangle. So to start with, we need to draw a triangle, obviously. And in this triangle, we put distance at the top and then speed and time across the bottom. As long as you have two of these components, you can always work out the third. So, if you want to work out the speed that an object is going, then you cover up the speed block with your finger, and then what is left is distance over time. So this means if you want to work out the speed, you do distance divided by time. Easy! Alrighty, let's do another example. So if you want to work out the distance that an object travelled, then you cover up the distance block in the triangle. And this leaves you with speed next to time across the bottom. So now we know that if you want to work out the distance, we do speed multiplied by time. That makes sense. Okay then, I'll do the last example for you. So finally, if you cover the time block with your finger, then you'll see that to calculate the time taken, you need to divide distance by speed. This is a really useful tool and it can be used with lots of other equations. Yay! When we're using SI units, what is an SI unit? It stands for the International System of Units, which is basically the most widely used unit of measurement, okay? So for distance, it's meters, for time, it's seconds, and therefore for speed, it's meters per second. Alrighty then, let me do an example calculation for you. Let's take Usain Bolt's world record. So he ran 100 meters in 9.58 seconds. So let's calculate the speed he travelled at. So to do this, we cover up speed in our triangle and we get that we need to do distance divided by time. So we do 100 meters divided by 9.58 seconds, which means that he was travelling at 10.44 meters per second, which is quick. Now, once you got the hang of it, it seems pretty simple, but we need to make sure we don't get caught out with units. An example might be given to you in mixed units. Bit cheeky. So you need to make sure that you convert it all to the same units. You also need to make sure that you provide the answers in the units the question asks for, because that won't always be SI units. Even more cheeky. For example, if I'm driving my car at 50 kilometers an hour and I drive it at that speed for 45 minutes, I might be asked how far I travelled. Firstly, I need to know what units I'm going to give my answer in. If the question asks me to give my answer in meters, then I have a couple of conversions to do. To start, I'm going to convert my 45 minutes into hours. Now this is so that it can match the units that my speed is given in, because they gave me my speed in kilometers per hour. What is 45 minutes in terms of hours? Glad you asked. It is 0.75 hours, and I got this just by dividing 45 minutes by 60 minutes. Back to the original question, I need to work out the distance I travelled. So I cover up distance in my triangle and I'm left with speed multiplied by time. Now I can go ahead and do 50 kilometers per hour multiplied by 0.75 hours, which equals 37.5 kilometers. But if you remember, the question asked for my answer in meters. Because a kilometre is 1,000 metres, we take my 37.5 kilometres and times it by 1,000, which gives us the final answer that I travelled 37,500 metres. Okay, one more. If I was doing a cheeky park run and I ran it at the constant speed of 10.5 kilometers per hour and the park run was 5 kilometers long, how long did it take me? And I want that answer in minutes. So I cover my time block in my triangle and this gives me distance over speed. Of course then, I do 5 kilometers divided by 10.5 kilometers per hour, which gives me 0.48 hours. That means nothing to me. We want it in minutes. To get our final answer then, we do 0.48 times 60 minutes, which gives us that I ran the park run in 28.57 minutes, which is pretty good going if you ask me. There you have it. The equation speed equals distance over time. Remember your triangle and remember your units. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to learn about other cool physics facts, then please like and subscribe and watch all of my other videos. And if you want to learn about a specific topic, then please leave a comment below and I'll try to do a video for you.